All right, before we get started on the smaller stretches around our face, we need to wake up our bodies, wake up our lymph system, and, kind of turn on the machine. So whenever we do start working on those smaller areas, then our body can move it through the lymph system. And if you had any swelling or fluids, then it's easier for your body to move that and expel it. This first one is a chest opener. We carry a lot of tension in our chests, so this will help kind of wake that up and stretch that out. You want your arms and hands to be very relaxed and loose. Swinging your arms like this, you should be able to feel a lot of blood going to your fingers. You can slap the back of your back when your arms cross and just go with whatever flexibility level you have access to. Now, the next few stretches I learned from a Qigong master who lives in China, and I found them very helpful for engaging my energy, but stretching muscles and areas that don't often get stretched. I also love to take the opportunity to stretch the front of my neck. This year, I'm making a goal to stretch the front of my neck as much as I can, and hopefully I see some results from it. But I get very tight from so many years of speaking and not adequately stretching that area. You want to sync your breath up with all of these movements. Whatever feels most natural to you, go ahead and do that. Kind of like back slaps. So you're going to be hitting the back of your shoulders. You want to propel your arms forward and around using momentum. So you can see I bend my legs and kind of swing my arms forward that way. Again, you want your arms and hands to be very loose during all of this. And this slapping motion, a lot of people are into, I think it's called ETF, which is like a much lighter tapping. Some people are into, kind of slapping around on their bodies to kind of wake up that lymph system, wake up their bodies, and bring blood flow to the area. So all of this is very good for your health as well. This is one of my favorites. It's like a twisting motion. So I place my focus on the health of my spine, and I imagine my spine getting a lot of flexibility. Obviously, don't push it, don't crank, don't do anything. This is all momentum based. And think of it, like when you see kids kind of spinning around and doing things like this at the park. They're just doing it because it's fun and it feels good and it's natural. They're not trying to force anything to happen. You're going to be slapping at the base of your ribs, so your organs are going to be getting like a nice wake up, and then across your shoulder as well with this. And you want to turn your head and kind of imagine that full flexion across your spine. And finally, hip circles. It's very important to make sure that you don't carry extra tension in your psoas, in your hips, in your abdomen, and your pelvic floor. This exercise isn't going to stretch all of those areas, but it's a nice way to kind of open up your hips a little bit for the day. Especially if you're sitting down a lot, or, whenever we're engaging our core to speak, then we tend to tighten all of that up. All right, so first up, you're going to pinch the skin of your chest between your pecs, and you're going to roll that skin up towards the base of your throat. You want to keep a nice, good grasp on that. For many of you, this might be very tight. Some of you guys might have trouble even pinching that skin. That is a fascia issue. That's a sign that your fascia, which is this connective web that goes across your whole body, is too tight and it's getting gluey and sticky. Part of this will help break that up, which is good for you. So you want to roll it up, take a deep breath at the top, and then just kind of move that energy and liquid and press down behind your clavicle bones. So once again, moving it up, starting to breathe in, and then spread it gently across and gently press down on your clavicle bones as you breathe out. Next up, we are going to massage our pecs. That's what I'm using the rubber ball for. If you don't have a rubber ball, I'll just, demonstrate it with the palm as well. But you really want to just wake all of that up, get the lymph going, and start to relax the chest muscles, because it's the chest muscles that are going to be the perpetrators in a lot of neck tension as well. You can go as far as your shoulder. Going right under your clavicle bone tends to feel good. Anywhere that feels good, go ahead and, give it all the attention that you want. And throughout all of this, it's just a good practice to constantly be in touch with your breathing. Deep breaths down into your rib cage, really letting that diaphragm expand. It's important not to let your shoulders bunch up near your ears or anything like that. We want to keep the shoulders nice and down, and we're trying to relax everything. So press your fingers at the base of your neck right above your collarbone. Look 45 degrees to the opposite shoulder, and then let your neck stretch and your head kind of hang back. You're gonna feel this tightness, and we really wanna stretch that out. If you have done this a couple times and you wanna get more of a stretch, go ahead and blow kisses, allowing your jaw to move forward. This will allow a little extra stretch in there. If not, there's no need to pull anything, be gentle with yourself. Now take the edge of your other hand, almost like a knife, and you're going to melt it up the muscle, moving towards your jaw. Move very slowly. You don't want to pull at the skin. You want to go deeper than that. Just let it melt into the muscle like butter and slowly move it up. You can even kind of wiggle your hand back and forth if you want to, get it moving across, if that helps. And then once you get to the base of your jaw, go ahead and press in underneath your jaw, and you'll kind of feel some of the tendons or, tightness under there that we want to loosen up as well. So we'll do this again. Deep breath. Keep that pressure down on the base of the neck. And now slowly melt that hand up the muscle. You're gonna feel a lot of tightness going straight down from that corner part of your jaw down across. You wanna focus on that, melt that all the way up, and then press into the jaw. Be very gentle when you lift your head back up. We wanna be gentle through all of this. You don't wanna hurt your neck in any kind of way or get too rough. Now for the other side, press and stretch. Spatula, slowly melting up. You want to apply a pretty nice pressure, but nothing too hard, nothing too intense. And breathing throughout this entire process. And then press up into your jaw. So you're going to have two opposing forces, the pressure down at the base of your neck, and then when you get to your jaw, you're gonna have your hand pressing into your jaw, and you're gonna feel that extra bit of stretch at the top there. Now place your hands at the base of your neck in front, kind of across your clavicles, and look straight up and push your jaw forward, kissing up towards the ceiling, and you're gonna feel that stretch in the front. Now we don't wanna collapse back into our vertebra to achieve this stretch. You don't wanna do that. You just wanna look straight up. Really think more about your jaw moving up and stretching that way, as opposed to your head falling back and collapsing on your spine. Blowing kisses towards the ceiling. You can see how much tension I carry in my neck with those two lines, it gets so tight that for me, it's becoming imperative that every single day I need to start working on this and kind of breaking all that up so I have plenty of flexibility and so I can get some definition back into my jaw. It's been years of speaking for hours a day that has overdeveloped this area and caused it to become really tight. So this is what we want to avoid. Moving into our jaws. Our jaws carry so much tension, and you really, really want a relaxed, open jaw when you're working on voiceover. It really rounds out your sound, but it allows you so much more flexibility to engage different tones that you have. So you're gonna open your jaw and you're gonna place your finger at the top. You'll feel, whenever you open and close your jaw, you'll feel where that hinge is. And once again, you're gonna put a lot of pressure and slowly melt it down. It is oftentimes very painful because it's been so many years of carrying around all this tension that we haven't massaged out. So there's really not too much pressure that you can put. You can put a lot of pressure in this area and you want to move very slowly. You could spend 10 minutes just massaging your jaw, but you want to move really slowly all the way down and massage that entire muscle out. If you want a little more focused pressure, you can take your finger and keep your jaw open and really just massage all around that muscle, that masseter muscle. It gets very tight, it's very strong, and you're not gonna hurt yourself. If anything, you'll just have that soreness from how much tension needs to be worked out. And once again, let's melt that down. Now for the other side, same thing. Open your mouth, anchor your thumb, and drag that finger down, applying pressure. It's a good habit to always keep your tongue forward when you're swallowing. It's a good idea to mew during the day. We want to get in the habit of keeping our tongue forward and out of the throat. Once again, with that focused pressure. Melt it down one last time. Now, lip trills, go ahead, let the air just move through your lips. You want to get those cheeks and lips as loose as you can. And now big stretches, like you're gonna chew on something very large, back to blowing air, and you can kind of alternate between these two. Now, if that is enough for you, go ahead. You can get to work and stop now. If you want a little bit extra, this is where you will need a napkin and a latex glove, or you can run and wash your hands really quick. All right, so let's put this glove on. What we're going to do is massage the inside of our cheeks. Our cheeks get very tight. Don't go all the way back to where you feel some like hard tendons. You want to be in the soft part of your cheek, and you really just want to massage it out, kind of stretch it outwards. Don't be too aggressive with yourself. This isn't a competition. You're not proving anything to anyone. But you just want to kind of feel around if there's any sore spots, if there's any tightness. You really just want to stretch it out. Moving all around down near the base of your jaw. You can kind of explore up near your cheek and just get familiar with that area, and kind of stretch that space out. can use your fingers on the outside. If you find any tension spots, you can kind of massage it out that way, move in circles. Now for the other side, same thing. Once again, it's important to be gentle with yourself. You're just stretching yourself out so you have a nice, relaxed face whenever you get into your work for the day. And the soft part of that cheek. Move all around. If there's an area that feels a little sore, give it a little extra love. And now move forward to your lips. Nice and gentle. Kind of massage out. You'll feel a lot of like little clumps of balls and things like that. That could be glands, or it could be a little bit of, tissue tension. Just be nice and gentle and kind of massage it out. You want to get up near the, corner of your nostril. You carry a lot of tension there as well, so you can massage that out from the inside. Now we're going to focus on our depressor muscles. Our depressor muscles pull the corners of our lips downwards. So you'll see me grab it in a minute after I massage out my lower lip, and we're going to pull it up. You would recognize them as your marionette lines. So you're going to pinch at the bottom, apply some pressure with the hand that you have on the outside so you're not just pulling up all the skin. We really want to focus on the muscle that we're stretching here. So you're going to go down and you're going to feel that stretch up towards the corner of your lip. So think about the marionette lines where that tends to be. So here you can see there's now an upturn in that one lip, whereas the other side is still a little downturned a little bit. That's exactly what we want to see. Stretch it out just a little bit more. You see that difference? That's crazy. Now for the other side. Most days I would switch gloves just so I can get the same exact angle, but today I guess I was just feeling a little lazy. So you can feel free to switch gloves if that feels more comfortable. All right, we're done with the gloves. Now we're going to massage our lips just a little bit more. You're going to create these duck lips, pressing nice and down. This is going to allow more blood flow to your lips. It's going to allow more flexibility. And you're going to move all the way to the corners where you'll feel a little ball where the muscle kind of meets its corner point. You want to massage that little ball out. Nothing too intense. Don't hurt yourself, but just a nice stretch. All right, now time for the napkin. We're using this on our tongues. No one ever really thinks about how much tension you hold in your tongue. And when you're speaking all day long, that tongue is getting very strong and very tight. So sometimes it helps just to literally grab it and stretch it out. So I pull it forward. Don't hurt the web at the bottom of your tongue. Just stretch it forward as much as you can. Massage it out, stretch it from side to side. Kind of move it in different ways where you feel the stretch going into the back if you don't have much flexibility because you have like a large web under your tongue or anything like that. So you can kind of see I'm stretching it in all different kinds of ways like this. All right, well, I hope that was helpful. Hopefully you feel nice and relaxed after all of that and you're ready to get into your recordings for the day. See you next time.